Now.
Good evening and welcome to Newswatch 12 at 10. I'm Dan Hagan. We'll start tonight in Ukraine, where Russia's invasion is now in its 65th day. Friday has brought more missile strikes into the country, hope for civilians in Mariupol, and the first known American casualty due to the fighting. NBC's Susan McGinnis has the latest.
Another bloody week in Ukraine comes to an end with the death toll including another American. 22-year-old Willie Cancel, a former Marine from Orange County, New York, the first known death of a U.S. citizen fighting in Ukraine. Cancel's mother saying her son wanted to go because he believed in what Ukraine was fighting for. In Kyiv, multiple missile strikes, one hitting an apartment building, killing a journalist. The attack coming just after Ukraine's president met with the UN chief, leading to speculation it was a message from Vladimir Putin.
We are also sending a very strong message. We're going to continue to stand by our Ukrainian partners.
President Biden seeking quick approval from Congress for a $33 billion aid package for military, economic, and humanitarian assistance for Ukraine. As the world rushes to help Ukraine defend itself, the U.S. Embassy in Kyiv confirms Russia is holding innocent Ukrainians, interrogating and torturing them in so-called filtration camps. The Pentagon press secretary growing emotional when asked about Vladimir Putin's methods and mental state.
It's difficult to look at some of the images and imagine that any well-thinking, serious, mature leader would do that. I can't talk to his psychology, but I think we can all speak to his depravity.
Amid the horrors, President Zelensky's office announcing a planned rescue operation for hundreds of civilians trapped in a steel plant in Mariupol. A sign of hope as the devastation continues in this unprovoked war. Susan McGinnis, NBC News.
Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky spoke today about the invasion and said his people are fighting but struggling.
The occupiers are doing everything to destroy any life in this area. Therefore, the defense of our land, the protection of our people, is literally a struggle for life.
Authorities in the capital city of Kyiv are telling residents not to return home if they are away and to stop driving cars to preserve gas for military use. Meteorologist Conrad Sapinski joins us now. Conrad, we made it to the weekend, but unfortunately, not the sunny weather we're hoping for.
Yes, we made it to the weekend. Happy Friday, everyone. But yeah, not the nicest weather out there this weekend, as a lot of this green showing up here on the radar, stretching from Canada down south, producing severe thunderstorms in Kansas. All of this will be moving on in the form of rain here in Rhinelander by tomorrow morning, and then picking up during the day, and then overnight really becoming heavier as those heavier batches of rain start to move in, lasting through Sunday, and then finally moving out by the morning hours on Monday. But hey, hopefully you guys enjoy those really nice temperatures out there today. Close to 60 degrees here in Rhinelander. Finally made it to 60s in Eagle River, as 62 was their high. Look at Eau Claire topping off near 70 degrees. So really mild temperatures, pretty much average or even slightly above average all across the state today. But temperatures right now have cooled off just a little bit as we're back into the upper 40s here in Rhinelander, and temperatures tonight will continue to dip into the low 40s. Dan?
Now to some grim statistics. 3 out of every 1,000 people in the United States have died of COVID since the start of the pandemic. The U.S. has a total population of about 330 million people. Over the last 2 years, more than 990,000 people have died of COVID. COVID has been especially deadly for people 65 and up. About 3/4 of all COVID deaths have been in that age group. According to CDC data, COVID has been the 3rd leading cause of death in the U.S. in both 2020 and 2021. Well, stocks sunk today, with the Nasdaq notching its worst month since 2008. The Dow dropped 940 points, about 2.8%. And one of the worst days out there was at Amazon. The commerce giant dropped 14%, its worst day since 2006. Stocks closed out a dismal month from the Federal Reserve's monetary tightening, rising rates, persistent inflation, COVID case spikes in China, and the ongoing war in Ukraine. A section of State Highway 13 13 in Price County will be reduced to 1 lane throughout May. Also, a bridge replacement will also close a section of Highway YY. A road crew will be working on crack sealing work in the towns of Worcester and Hackett on Highway 13. The project should be done by May 26th. Also, the County Highway YY Bridge over the North Fork Spirit River will be closed starting May 6th. That project is expected to be completed by July of 2022. Finding childcare in northern Wisconsin can be a challenge. There aren't a lot of facilities to choose from, and the ones that are here are likely full. In Price County, a child care center recently moved locations, setting them up for expansion. Newswatch 12's Morgan Johnson tells us what changes will be made.
When Janet Hoffman was growing up in Park Falls, she didn't go to a child care facility.
I didn't go to preschool. I went straight into kindergarten, and at that time it was just a half-day program.
She's still in Price County and realizes things aren't the same nowadays. Many families have 2 working parents.
It was a lot different when I was growing up.
Janet chose a career in childcare because she knows it's needed.
I really feel all areas, and I think it's everywhere, are really having a hard time with quality, high quality childcare.
Janet works at the Phillips Head Start Center, which had its open house to give the community a chance to learn more. The community of Phillips and surrounding areas don't have a lot of options for childcare. The new Head Start gives families another option for children ages 3 to 5 and even younger ages in the future. Head Start focuses on academic and social skills, as well as providing other important services to families.
We are here to really be that support system for the preschool age children.
After around 9 years of being located at the Phillips School District, Executive Director Jeannie Meyer is glad the program has its own space now.
We just have so many other opportunities and expansions when it comes to your own facilities.
Head Start has been in Price County for nearly a decade, and their mission hasn't changed.
I just think it's really important for kids to get ready for school. It's a journey. You're starting here and you're moving forward. So it really prepares them for the next step.
Reporting for Newswatch 12 in Phillips, I'm Morgan Johnson.
The Phillips Head Start Center currently cares for 24 children, with hopes to add more once the facility expands. Canadian Mining Company has its eyes on some gold deposits just east of Wausau. Coming up on Newswatch 12, we'll tell you what this could mean for a nearby beloved county park. That's after weather with Conrad right here on Newswatch 12.
What you see is important. How you see is important too. Get personalized care from experienced optometrists at Shopko Optical. Better eye care. You'll see. Right now, get 40% off lenses with the purchase of any frames. Shopko Optical.
This is the purpose-built Ford F-150. It's a beast with brains. It's got, you know what? Skip this video. Go see one at your local Ford dealer.
Get here to know F-Series, America's best-selling trucks for yourself. Then get one your way with a custom order that receives priority, plus an extra $1,000 bonus cash and incentive protection, guaranteeing you the best offer now or at delivery, all on a Ford, built for you, by you. Order your 2022 F-150 to lock in a great offer, plus get an extra $1,000 retail order bonus cash.
Need a new boat or outboard? Then it's time to trade and upgrade with American Marine and Motorsports and Suzuki Outboards, because we need your old boat. We need to buy fishing boats, pontoons, and speedboats. So trade in your old one and upgrade into a new boat today. Come check out more boats and pontoons in stock than anywhere else in Wisconsin. Or we can help get you top dollar by selling your old boat on consignment. It's time to trade and upgrade with Suzuki Outboards and American Marine and Motorsports Shawano.
Think premium can't be capable? Think again. Introducing the first ever AT4 lineup. Premium and capable. That's professional grade from GMC. Step up to GMC with 0% financing on these GMC models. Visit your North Central Wisconsin GMC dealer.
What you see is important. That makes quality eye care important too. Get personalized care from experienced optometrists at Shopko Optical. Better eye care. You'll see. Schedule your comprehensive eye exam at shopko.com or bring in your outside prescription.
Welcome back, everyone. Hopefully you guys enjoy your day out there today with those mild temperatures close to 60 degrees. But look at all this green coming up here on the radar. This is a line of rain, and that is the beginning of our next low pressure system. Look how much moisture is associated with this. A lot of moisture stretching from Canada all the way down south to Oklahoma and Kansas, where they're getting severe thunderstorms right there. No severe thunderstorms here in Rhinelander, but a good rainmaker is on the way. It will begin by the morning hours and then continuing through Sunday, and then finally moving out by the morning hours on Monday. So we're thinking maybe close to even an inch of rain in some locations, locally heavier amounts. Look at Ladysmith. This radar is showing that they might get 1.5 inches of rain. So a really big rainmaker for a 2-day period. And with that, not only is it going to be raining and pouring out there, but the wind will be blowing all that rain around, creating very treacherous conditions out there by tomorrow afternoon. Look at these wind gusts all across the state, from the UP all the way down south to Wisconsin Rapids. Wind gusts might even reach close to 40 miles per hour. Locally, even higher amounts will be possible. But those temperatures today, on the bright side, really warm out there today, with Rhinelander coming in at 59 degrees earlier. Eagle River finally hitting the 60-degree mark, coming in at 62 degrees. Ladysmith at 65, and look at Eau Claire coming in at 69 degrees, really close to that 70-degree mark. So really nice, pleasant weather out there earlier today. Temperatures have dropped off right now, as we're pretty much in the upper 40s to low 50s, so still pretty mild for this time of year, but temperatures will continue to drop overnight. And our average this time of year is supposed to be around 59 degrees. So today we are finally at around our average, but overall we've been well below our average, and below average temperatures will be continuing for the next several days. Look at the weekend. Tomorrow in the 40s, by Sunday in the 40s, then continuing to be in the upper 40s to low 50s. And then finally a little warmer weather starting Wednesday, with temperatures that are going to be in the mid 50s to even upper 50s out there. But our week and a half to 2 week period does look like it is going to be a little bit on the cooler end and below average. But tonight, mostly cloudy skies to cloudy skies, more clouds starting to roll in later on in the night. Temperatures hovering around 41 degrees. Tomorrow, that rain starts to situate all across the region, with temperatures in the mid 40s out there with really gusty winds. But our big 7-day outlook, brought to you by Northwoods Furniture Mattress, does show that rain move out and then warmer temperatures starting Wednesday. Dan?
A mining company is seeking permission for exploratory drilling of a possible gold deposit in Marathon County. The site is near the dells of the Eau Claire River County Park. Greenlight Metals submitted its application for exploratory drilling to Marathon County. Mining at the site could become the first such activity in Wisconsin in years, in part due to a moratorium in place for decades that was overturned, and it was overturned because of State Senator Tom Tiffany and the Republican-controlled legislature in 2017. Greenlight received an exploration permit from the state in February, but must also receive Marathon County's permission before any drilling occurs. County officials are preparing to hear feedback from community members over the proposal to drill at the site. Many of them are concerned, especially because of the proximity to the dells of the Eau Claire and the Ice Age Trail. Now is not the time to prune your oak trees. That's the message from the Wisconsin DNR, as they hope to fight the spread of a deadly fungus. Newswatch 12's Matt Weaver has more.
There's plenty of spring cleaning this time of year, but it's important to protect your oak trees, as they are at high risk for a certain disease.
Oak wilt is a fungal disease that kills trees.
The DNR deems April through July as high-risk season for oak wilt, a fungus that is carried around by bugs.
Beetles can bring in the fungal spores to a fresh wound on an oak tree, and once those spores grow into the oak tree, that oak will be dead by the end of the growing season.
The beetles that spread oak wilt are small and hard to see, but their damage can be larger than just a tree or two.
All of a sudden, you can go from having no oak wilt to having a fair amount of oak wilt in one area pretty quickly.
Once a tree has the disease, it spreads down into the root system, eventually infecting nearby trees as well.
Don't prune or wound your oaks in April, May, June, and July.
No matter the size branch, it's best not to prune. If you absolutely must prune, however, apply a wound dressing immediately afterwards. The beetles can reach the tree within 15 minutes of pruning, so gardeners should paint the tree branch quickly.
By painting that wound, it will prevent the beetles that can bring the fungus in. It'll prevent them from contacting that wound.
Oak wilt is not common in the Northwoods for now, so let's keep it that way. Reporting in Rhinelander, Matt Weaver, Newswatch 12.
With snow pretty much gone in the Northwoods, high school spring sports are in full swing. Coming up on Newswatch 12, sports reporter Griffin Stroin joins us to talk Hodags, Red Robins, Blue Jays, Hatchets, and more.
Some numbers are inspiring, some playful, some worth celebrating. After an accident, there's one critical number that helps you get your life back by factoring in your needs for today and tomorrow. That's where Habish and Rotier's numbers really add up. With over 90 years of client successes and 13 offices to help you wherever you are. No other personal injury law firm is better suited to get the amount that's right for you.
Do you know the secret to losing up to 1 pound of fat every day? At Wausau Weight Loss, we know the secret. Our unique doctor-supervised program makes it easy to lose weight, get healthy, and get your energy back safely, naturally, and effectively. If you'd love to lose unhealthy fat without counting points or calories, no exercising, no prepackaged meals, no HCG, no drugs, no hypnosis or surgery, call Wausau Weight Loss today at 715-203-8695.
Hi, I'm Ivor from Marshfield. I lost 130 pounds and over 60 inches. I've got so much more energy than I ever had before, and I also have the confidence to pursue cycling and kayaking and keeping up with my grandkids.
Most patients lose 20 to 30 pounds in about a month. That's a half a pound to a pound per day. For your free private weight loss consultation, call Wausau Weight Loss today at 715-203-8695. That's 715-203-8695.
Saturday, April 30th, the Wisconsin Department of Justice will be holding a free prescription drug take-back event. If you have unused or unwanted medications, ointments, patches, non-aerosol sprays, inhalers, vials, or pet medication, clean out your cabinets. Don't let your old medication fall into the wrong hands by disposing of unused or unwanted medications properly. For more information on locations and accepted items, go to doseofrealitywi.gov. This information is brought to you by the Human Service Center of Forest, Vilas, and Oneida County.
Sports Watch 12 with Griffin Stroin starts now.
It is finally really starting to feel like baseball season. The MLB is almost done with their first month, and high school is finally really going. There might still be some ice on Boom Lake, but other than that, it was a perfect day to play ball. Rhinelander taking on Anago in the 6th inning. The Red Robins are up 2-1. A hit here, but check out the Hodag outfielder sliding on in and making a very impressive catch, keeping Rhinelander still in this one. Now, bottom half of the inning, this one is smoked into left center field, but the Red Robins extends and makes another great grab, but things would get dicey for Anago. Runners on second and third with 2 outs, but the center fielder is there again to make a big-time play, diving to keep the Rhinelander off the board. Anago wins this game 2-1, the final. Then in Tomahawk, the Hatchets hosting Merrill in this ball game. We're going to go to the first inning of this one. This pitch is going to get past the catcher, but he's going to come up firing and guns out the runner heading to third. A heads-up play there. Then to the second, still 0-0. Runner on first for Merrill, but not anymore. That line drive is caught, double play. And then in the bottom half, bases are juiced, but not anymore. That single's getting down. 2-run score. Tomahawk takes a 2-run lead. But some bad base running would limit themselves in the second. The Merrill catcher loses that one, but then throws out this runner by a mile. The Blue Jays would rally and go on to win this game 9-6. Day 2 of the NFL draft. Rounds 2 and 3 are taking place, and things are still underway right now. Yesterday, the team drafted 2 defensive players and no wide receivers. But what about tonight? The Pack traded the 53rd and 59th pick to move up to 34, and they did it. They drafted Christian Watson, a wide receiver from North Dakota State. The 6'5" senior was a Hero Sports first-team All-American last year during his senior season. Watson is more than a pass catcher, though. He also had 2 kickoffs for touchdowns in college, something that special teams unit could for sure use. A fun fact also, his father, Tim Watson, was drafted by Green Bay. He was drafted in the 6th round back in 1993. So I'm sure Christian will hold those bragging rights above his dad for a pretty long time. The Crew started their season at Wrigley Field, only winning 1 game during their 3-game series. But they were hoping for better results during this weekend series. The 2 divisional opponents facing off for the 2nd time this season. Second inning, Jace Peterson. He's going to just get enough of this one. It bounces off the top of the wall to give them the lead. Now into the 3rd, Andrew McCutcheon's going to get in on the action. He hits a home run, his 2nd game in a row with one of those. Brewers' lead increases to 4. And then in the 5th inning, this is what everyone loves to see. Christian Yelich, the former MVP, hitting bombs, his 2nd of the year. And then a little bit later on in the inning, Hunter Renfroe. He's going oppo taco to right field. This game is actually still going on, but as I left it, Milwaukee led 9-1. We are now only 2 days away from the Bucks Eastern Conference semifinals matchup against the Celtics. The 2 teams faced off 4 times during the regular season. Boston won the first 2 games, but Milwaukee would win the final 2. The most interesting part, though, is that the home team won every single one of those games. So the Celtics having home field advantage seems to be a big deal. Game 1 is this Sunday at noon. And then finally, it was the last regular season game for some NHL teams. And Stevens Point native Cole Caulfield ended this year with a bang. He scored his first career NHL hat trick. The Splash native finished the season with 23 goals on the season. 2 of them were game-winning goals in overtime. Dan, it's always great to see a local kid doing well at the highest level.
Well said. Thanks, Griffin. Let's turn our attention to the woods after the break. Coming up on Newswatch 12, we'll learn a little bit more about a deadly fungus to oak trees. We'll be right back after the break.
This portion of Newswatch 12 is brought to you by Northwoods Furniture, Eagle River.
Roofing season is here, and Bear Renovations is the Northwoods' #1 choice in roofing and rain gutter systems. Whether it's shingle roofing or metal roofing, big or small, the Bear does it all. Stop by our showroom just north of Tomahawk on County Road A or call 715-966-6649 today. Remember, you can like us on Facebook, but you'll love us on your roof. Bear Renovations is locally owned and operated. Call the Bear.
Moments of life are special, and suffering from diabetes should not get in the way. US Med's mission is to find ways to make your diabetes more manageable and more comfortable. You deserve to enjoy life without the constant reminder of living with diabetes. If you monitor with 4 or more tests per day, inject insulin 3 or more times per day, or use an insulin pump, you may qualify to receive a continuous glucose monitor, the latest in diabetes technology. A continuous glucose monitor provides blood sugar readings without uncomfortable finger sticks and alerts you real time to potentially harmful spikes in your blood sugar levels. US Med is an approved provider for Medicare and over 500 private insurance companies. If you're a caretaker for someone who suffers from diabetes or have diabetes yourself and meet these conditions, please call our diabetic specialist now to see if you qualify for your continuous glucose monitor.
If you're living with diabetes and using insulin, you know the pain of pricking your fingers over and over again. By wearing a small remote device called a continuous glucose monitor, or CGM, you can reduce the pain of pricking your fingers right away. If you're testing your blood sugar 4 more times per day, injecting insulin 3 or more times per day, or using an insulin pump, call the Diabetic Health Hotline today and learn about the latest CGM technology. Not only can a CGM immediately reduce pain, it's accurate, easy to use, and helps you make better diabetes treatment decisions. And if you have Medicare, you can get a new CGM at little or no out-of-pocket cost. We'll also provide free shipping of your new CGM, and we'll bill your insurance company for you. If you are testing your blood sugar 4 more times per day and injecting insulin 3 or more times per day, or using an insulin pump, call now and learn how to receive your new continuous glucose monitor at little or no out-of-pocket cost.
This year's avian flu has likely killed thousands of birds and has spread across more than 24 states. Now it's been detected in a human for the first time in the United States. The man working on a commercial farm in Colorado contracted the virus while euthanizing poultry suspected to have avian flu. His only symptom right now is fatigue. The state's health department is now monitoring people who have been exposed to poultry and wild birds. Wisconsin Senators Ron Johnson and Tammy Baldwin introduced legislation to federally delist the gray wolf. The 6 Ojibwe tribes in Wisconsin are not happy. The tribe sent a letter to Wisconsin senators. They claim neither Baldwin or Johnson discussed the bill with them. Wolves are sacred animals to the Ojibwe and are valuable members of a healthy ecosystem in the state. Delisting wolves on the federal level would set up another state wolf hunt this year. The DNR estimates there are about 1,100 wolves in Wisconsin. Well, after the break, we'll take one final look at your weekend forecast, but first, here's this week's Big Old Fish.
Newswatch 12's Big Old Fish is brought to you by Kurt's Island Sports Shop in Minocqua.
You're going to need a bigger boat.
Okay, so there were two bald eagles sitting on a perch. One turns to the other one and says, "You smell something fishy?" All right, we're going to start this week's Big Old Fish with Caleb Strode from Rothschild. And if you watch Big Old Fish over the last few seasons with any regularity, you've seen a few fish that Caleb sent in, like this beautiful 35-inch northern pike. Says this gator was caught on a tip-up, and the fish was released. Well, that doesn't surprise me, Caleb. You catch plenty of big old fish and release them to fight again another day, and that's pretty awesome. Keep on reeling them in. Next up on this week's Big Old Fish, we have Dennis Furcus from Minocqua, who caught this absolute tank of a northern pike that measured in at 40.5 inches. Now, it goes on to say that he caught it on a tip-up using a big sucker in 8 feet of water on a local Minocqua area waterway. Well, I'll tell you what, 40.5 inches, northern pike, yep, that is one big old fish. Way to go, Dennis. Keep on reeling them in. Finally, on this week's Big Old Fish, we have 13-year-old Ryan Dietz from Wisconsin Rapids, who caught this stout 35-inch northern pike on Lake Babadosh on the last tip-up of the day with a shiner. 35 inches, northern pike. Yeah, it's pretty much safe to say that is a big old fish. Way to go, Ryan. Keep on reeling them in. All right, fishermen and women, make sure to keep those trophy pictures coming. All the information you need to be in a future episode of Big Old Fish and win a Norling taxidermy fish meal is on our website, WJFW.com. And remember, anglers, fish on.
This portion of Newswatch 12 brought to you by NICOLET Law Accident and Injury Lawyers. Our local shelters have lots of furry friends in need of loving homes. Watch Newswatch 12 today, every Friday morning, to see a new cuddly cat or dog ready for you to adopt. Homeward Bound on Newswatch 12 today is sponsored by Paws and Claws.
If you're ready to sell or thinking of buying, Northwoods Realtors are ready to help. Local realtor professionals are knowledgeable on our unique market, and the multiple listing service maximizes exposure for the benefit of sellers and buyers alike. Visit upnorthmls.com today to view properties for sale or to find a realtor who can help you sell or buy in the beautiful Northwoods.
Exciting things call for a drum roll, like this new offer on one of Wisconsin's favorite lotto games. It's Super Cash with Lightning Ball. During April, there's a 1 in 3 chance that the Lightning Ball strikes a set of 2 plays. When it does, players get an extra number, which means better odds of winning a prize. Top prize not included, only in April. This exciting offer from the Wisconsin Lottery is going fast.
What does expert HVAC installation look like to you? Having a perfect reading nook on a humid day? A place to enjoy the view on a cold winter day? With a carrier system installed by Dahlquist, your home will be comfortable from room to room. Plus, you'll be getting expert installation of a system brought to you by the people who invented modern air conditioning. Contact Dahlquist today for your carrier. Turn to the experts.
At Batteries Plus, we do more than replace batteries and fix phones and tablets. We help our neighbors power their lives. Get powered in-store, curbside, and at batteriesplus.com.
Need a new boat or outboard? Then it's time to trade and upgrade with Honda Marine and American Marine and Motorsports, because we need your old boat. We need to buy fishing boats, pontoons, and speedboats. So trade in your old one and upgrade into a new boat today. Come check out more boats and pontoons in stock than anywhere else in Wisconsin. Or we could help get you top dollar by selling your old boat on consignment. It's time to trade and upgrade with Honda Marine and American Marine and Motorsports, Shawano.
All right, fellas, Tropicana is changing the breakfast world with a cereal that's meant to be mixed with orange juice instead of milk. It's granola chock full of honey almond clusters, just waiting for OJ in that cereal bowl. You can only get it on the Tropicana's website, but they're excited for you to try it, and they're willing to give you free boxes through May 4th, National Orange Juice Day. What do you guys think about this?
That's an interesting thing. I don't know. Never tried it with juice.
I'll say this. I usually, if I eat cereal, I don't do it with milk. I eat dry cereal. So maybe this is good for me, but I'll also say this. I don't really like orange juice all that much either. So.
Yeah, well, when I was a kid one time, I accidentally put orange juice in instead of milk, and it was really nasty. Kind of like this weekend's weather, Conrad. It's not looking good.
Yeah, kind of like this weekend's weather. But hey, at least we had warmer temperatures out there today, close to 60 degrees. But yeah, not the best weekend out there tonight, as some more rain is back in the forecast. It will get heavier at times, especially overnight on Saturday. Look at all that yellow and orange showing up with severe thunderstorms closer to Chicago area, but not quite reaching our area, just mostly rain that will finally move out by Monday morning. But look at those temperatures finally starting to rebound into the mid to upper 50s starting Wednesday.
Well, good luck, Griffin, this weekend covering sports with all that rain. Hopefully you can find some dry spots in there. Thanks for joining us on Newswatch 12 at 10. We will be back tomorrow for Newswatch 12 Weekends.